Question number 5. Please calculate the radius of an atom if the edge length of a face-centered cubic unit cell is determined to be 0.3524 nanometer through X-ray experiment. First, let's review the structure of a face-centered cubic unit cell. Let me use this cube to represent the structure of a face-centered cubic unit cell. It has 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each corner has 1 atom. It also has 1 additional atom on each face. If we want to use a 2D picture to represent one face of this face-centered cubic unit cell, it should look like this one. It shows 3 atoms, but we should know that it should have 2 more additional atoms. 1 atom here, the other atom here. By definition, the edge length is defined as the distance between the nuclei of the 2 adjacent atoms at the corners. Well, since this is a cube, therefore the angle here should be 90 degrees. Therefore, the edge length square plus the edge length square should be equal to the diagonal line square. Well, let's look at this diagonal line. It has 1 radius plus 1 radius plus 2 radii. Therefore, the edge length of the diagonal line is equal to 4r. Therefore, we should have a square plus a square equal to 4r squared. Let me write it down. I'm going to start from this equation to derive a simpler equation which allows you to plug in the value of the edge length to find the value of the radius. Well, let me show you the math. A squared plus a squared equal to 2a squared. Then we take the square root on both sides. This term is equal to 4r. During an exam or a quiz, you do not need to show me this derivation. But if you forget, you have to know how to derive these 2 equations. But if you remember these 2 equations, you can just plug in the value of the edge length to calculate the radius of the atom. Let me emphasize, if you remember this equation, you can just plug in the value of the edge length to calculate the radius of the atom. Then you're done.